The sun.
You see the sun? What else do you see?
Shining. I know, but I feel a breeze.
And can you see the ground below you?
No.
So what's below you?
I'm floating.
Can you describe what it looks like below you?
They're like rocks and crystal. And water.
Okay. What colour's the water?
It's this beautiful green-blue colour.
And what about the rocks and the crystal?
They're around me.
They're all around you?
Yeah.
Okay. And so do you have feet? If you look down at yourself, what do you see?
I'm not quite sure what I'm seeing.
Can you describe it?
I think I'm seeing a tail.
You see a tail? What does the tail look like?
Shiny, glittery, greeny blue.
A greeny, shiny tail?
Glittery blue, yeah.
Okay. Is it a long tail or a short tail?
It's a long tail, but it feels like they change.
Your tail changes?
Yeah, it's like I've got legs inside this tail.
Okay. So can you move your legs or your tail?
Yes.
Does that feel easy or hard to you?
It feels easy.
Okay.
Walking is harder.
Walking's harder?
Yes.
Okay. Where do you normally walk?
On the sand. On the beach.
Okay. Can you see the beach from where you are?
I think I'm on the beach.
Okay. So just look down at your feet now and just see what's below you.
Yeah. Okay. They change when I get up the water, but they take a while. It's like they separate. Oh.
What separates?
My legs.
Okay.
It's kind of a tickly feeling.
Does it feel good?
It's different. It's like it's coming up my legs and it's going around my bottom. Top of my bottom, like a shedding. Oh, and it goes into my back. Oh, that's a weird feeling, isn't it?
So do you have are they long legs, long tail, or is it short?
It's normal. Whatever that means.
Okay.
Size.
And are your legs the same colour as your tail?
Yes.
Okay. Are they big legs or
They're
in size?
normal legs.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's funny on the top.
On the top of your legs?
On the top of my body. It's like I'm in it's like, I can't even describe it. It's like a golden energy. It's sort of surrounding me. It's almost as if I'm a gold person.
So your skin is gold?
Yes, but I'm not really. It feels like you could see through me. That's what I'm trying to say. I feel transparent.
Okay.
Compared to the ground. Compared to the sand.
Okay.
But everything's shiny anyway.
And are you wearing anything on your body?
No.
And do you have arms or hands?
Yep, I have arms. And
What do they look like?
They're normal arms. They're a little bit... Oh, okay. My hands are a little bit webbed. Fingers. My fingers are a little bit webbed.
Yeah.
My hair. I think my hair is like a blondie colour. It's light.
Light coloured hair.
Yeah, it's shiny.
Is it long hair or short hair?
Long hair.
Are you male or female?
Female.
Young or old?
I'm young.
Do you feel healthy?
Yes.
And as you look around, what else do you see around you?
I think my friends are coming to play.
Okay. How many friends do you have?
I think there are about 3 of them.
Yeah. And what do they look like?
They're not like me.
Why not?
They're like fish.
They're like fish.
Yeah.
Okay. So where are they coming from?
From the ocean.
All right. So can you see them?
Yes.
Swimming towards you, or?
They came with me. They're trying to warn me about something.
How are they communicating to you?
Oh, they're telling me how sad they are. Through telepathy.
Okay. Why are they sad?
I can feel their emotions and then I can hear their words. They say they're asking me to help them change what they're doing in the ocean.
They want you to help them change?
Yeah, there's the people or the beings are taking energy from the ocean. They're taking energy from the crystals. Oh.
Who's doing that?
The people on the land.
Okay.
And they've asked me to go visit them, to talk to them. I've already spoken to them though.
You've already spoken to who?
But I think I've done something wrong.
Who did you talk to?
I've been talking to people who are doing research or gathering information about the ocean a long time ago, and I didn't realize that they were going to take stuff from the ocean. It's my fault. It's my fault they're doing it.
What's your fault?
I accidentally betrayed my people. Oh, I feel funny.
In what way?
I feel separated from my body.
So what happened? What makes you feel that it's your fault?
They're blaming me. Because I was supposed to help us change. I was supposed to help us align with the energies. To bring our energies in sync with the people on the land. And we act as emissaries. to promote the livelihood and the connection with all beings surrounding this planet. But I trusted this one person and I told him, it's feeling strange, my body's feeling strange. And they've been doing experiments on me. That's why my body feels strange.
Who's been doing the experiments?
The people on the land.
Is that something that you engaged with voluntarily?
Yes.
Okay, why did you choose to do that?
They said it was to help them and to help us become stronger, and they're creating, I can feel my legs moving, it's really strange. They were creating a superior race. They were blending our DNA with theirs. And they're taking information out of my body and my back. That's why the lower bottom of my back feels strange. Because it's been tampered with.
Mm.
And my family, they come from a long range of connectors, or we have reached out as a part of a group who have been asked to connect with people on land so that we too can evolve. We have been getting visions of becoming more like them and they to become more like us. But they have misused the information.
So where do you live?
I live in water.
Mm-hmm. So you live in the water or under the water?
Yeah, they're blaming me for the misuse. But we were given the clear vision. No, maybe they're not blaming me. Maybe I'm blaming myself. I feel really responsible. I feel like I've done something wrong. And they tampered with my DNA. We didn't have the ability to have legs. We were more like fifth-dimensional, sixth-dimensional creatures. Maybe we were naive. But we were told to do this. We were being guided.
Who guided
by our
you?
guides.
Your guides?
The guides where we're from originally. We're not from this planet.
Where are you from?
Antara.
Antara?
But we were brought onto this planet to solidify the codes for existence here. We were here before them. And then they came and we knew about them. And we knew we were to be in coexistence and awareness of each other. And they were here to help heal and to grow in this planet's existence. The planet is a project for us.
In what way is it a project?
We're making this planet like our home.
Mm-hmm.
Homeland.
And what is that?
We were given an assignment when we came.
Mm-hmm. So what is your homeland like?
It's crystal. It's on a planet with no land. It's just ocean, but it's not ocean the way you know what ocean is. We are connected to everything. Everything is inside us. And everything is outside of us. We can feel everything that the planet wants to say to us. And it gives us this amazing energy. I can feel it through my body like meridians or like lines coming through the cells of my body, re-energizing them and flowing in and flowing out. And there are different sections of the planet which change into different rooms, like different land, but there is no land. It's just chambers where we're meant to meet and talk and play.
You play?
Yeah.
How do you play?
Everything you touch. Oh. You can go through everything, but as soon as you imagine you want something, it appears. So we play in groups where we design things in these rooms. Some rooms are already created through our mass consciousness, and through different pods have different assignments and different sections. So we design places to design life forms and to design things to experience and consume. This is really strange. And there's this massive, it's the heart of our planet, is made from crystal. This heart is connected to the sun and the moon. It radiates pure energy and life force and gives us sustenance and food. It's like we can eat the air, but we have a choice to eat the air or eat some sort of life form, like almost like seaweed, or in between seaweed and air bubbles. We're formed through her. She creates us. We don't really know what she is. She's part of a life force from the beginning of time. And we have been created to help with the evolution of other beings. We have been created to be assigned to other places and other planets, with an understanding that we are to create a matrix of love and consciousness, and blend the two, blend the material and the immaterial together.
So you help beings on all kinds of other planets?
We have been asked by the gods to do this, yes.
Okay. Who are the gods?
They are other beings from other planets. They are forms which are closer to us. They are forms of pure light.
Do they have a name you refer to them as?
The Arcturians. but they are a blend. They have grouped together with others in a group that sustain life forms that have been around for many, many years.
How old are you, do you know? How long have you been around?
We don't really. We're young and then we're old.
You're young and then you're old.
Hmm.
What does that mean exactly?
I don't know.
Okay.
We live to... We can have a lifespan of 1,000 to 10,000 years, depending on our evolutionary status.
And how long do you feel like you've been around?
Right now, 1,000 to 2,000 years.
Yeah.
There's something hurting in my chest.
Okay.
We think we often miss our home.
You think you miss your home?
Mm.
Why do you think that?
Because the people there are not like this. We feel betrayed.
Who by?
The scientists.
The people on the land?
Yes.
So what was the message that you originally delivered to them? That you feel has been taken the wrong way or abused?
We were here to assist in their evolutionary advancement of their civilization by combining and giving information about how everything is sustained on this planet. And they took it and they said, at the beginning, they were good people. At the beginning, they used it to enhance our crystalline forms and to create more crystal for the planet. And then it changed. And one of them was so charming. I think we fell in love.
Who fell in love? You with
Yes.
one?
Yes.
One of the people?
Yes, because he made me the way I am now. Interchangeably dense. He helped me densify. I'm a hybrid.
Because you're from a non-physical world, is that right? Okay.
I'm a hybrid.
So
of
did
the
they
two.
help you become a more physical through their science experiments?
Yes, we were doing things. I knew I was assigned to do this, but I didn't like the operations after a while. I was terrified. I stopped midway. And I wanted to go backwards because I was afraid the density would make me like them. And it has. I feel alone. That's where the sadness is. I feel alone.
Why do you feel alone?
Because I'm not quite like them and I'm not quite like us.
Well, what about the friends that you have on the planet?
The dolphins, they're beautiful. They're warning me not to go any further. And I'm deciding whether I say goodbye to them, to go live with them, go live with my families inside the border.
Or where else? Where else would you go?
once we're assigned, we never go back to our home planets.
Never?
No. So I can choose to live in the water and with the people up on the land.
And what about your role? How long would that continue for on the planet?
I don't know, there's going to be more like me, they said.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't mind, because I have friends on the land as well. So I can interchangeably move in and out of water when I wish. It's not really what I want.
What do you want?
I want to go back to the way I was before. There's a little bit of regret.
So you want to go back to the way you were when you're on your homeworld, or before they did the experiments?
I don't mind about the experience. It's a very strange feeling between being honoured to be one of the first prototypes, but also a longing. But that's the type of creature that we are. It has been documented throughout times that we long to go back to our homeland. It's inside all of us. We can't. It's not individual. It's not an individual pain. We all wish for this all the time. Even with our little crystal castles underneath the water, we can't. It's not sustainable for a long, long time, but we're there to keep the creatures there happy too. We do a blending of energies with the other creatures when we meet them, so they know how to realign the grids around the planet. We are the intermediates, so we try to stay happy in amongst the pain that we feel. It's an unspoken thing, right? We don't speak about it. It's too emotional, it's too painful.
Are there any other beings like you on the planet at the moment?
I have my family. We're assigned a family, like a mother and a father. But we're not born that way, so we don't recognize them as a mother or father. We recognize them as a community.
Mm-hmm. But beings from your home world?
Yes.
Yes. They're part of your family?
Yes, we're all born from the home world, and we all come, we're all sent here to do work.
And was that your choice to come here?
Yes.
To this specific planet?
Yes.
Even knowing that you'd never be able to go back?
Yes, our souls choose it.
So how did that make you feel, making that decision, knowing you'd never be able to go back? Was that hard for you?
It creates a lifetime of sadness. But then it allows us to reach out to those to connect. There's a pain.
So have you created some good connections while you've been here on this planet?
Yes.
Do you feel that it's helped expand your experience?
Yes.
It's been beneficial for you in some way?
Yes. I have people that are my family on the land too. We intermingle. We're accepted as part of the community. But some of them still don't understand us. It's okay because we look like them now, so there's not much discrimination or misunderstanding, except in the way we speak sometimes. We speak a little bit differently as we had to learn in the language or the English or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's a different way of moving your mouth and tongue. So when we first meet, it's like a child, but we pick it up very quickly because we're reading your thoughts at the same time.
Mm.
It's a collection of telepathic and feelings, and that's how we pick up and understand everything around us. We're connecting all the time at 100 miles per hour. It's just like feeding off the planet. As I was speaking before, it's exactly the same feeling. We're feeding off your energy. And then we integrate very quickly.
And then what do you do with that information once you integrate it?
Well, we become just like them. We're the outsiders, but we become insiders. And we ask to be part of the land, or if there are no intelligent beings or conscious beings, we just, depending on how lucky we are, we just float around. Those of us who are more exploratory and trusting go for projects such as this. Or they don't call them projects, they call them assignments.
How do you feel you've gone on the whole with your assignment?
Well, up to this point. I think I have collected some pain. Which, if I think about it, doesn't really... I must forgive myself because I was given this task. And I trusted, and I feel a big distrust with them. And I'm trying to understand my feelings around this. We don't have a feeling called distrust.
Yeah.
We were not made that way. We do not feel guilt or distrust because we do not do anything. Nothing comes into our mind that is not of a consciousness of creating and being a tool for the Creator. I don't understand this feeling. It's confusing.
Is this sadness that you feel?
And painful, yes.
So why do you think
for
that...
being betrayed.
Okay. So if you're not accustomed to feeling sadness, why do you think you're feeling it now?
I'm becoming more like them. And a bit resentful. But this is in a dream, in a feeling, in another position. I was talking with the council, and they explained to me that this was meant to pass.
What you're going through now?
Yes. And not to be afraid. And then they forgave me of all sins and of delivering information which was misused. It had nothing to do with me.
Yeah, well, are you supposed to be responsible for the way others act? Do you believe that you should be responsible for that or not?
Well, it was a group of us, so all of us.
But if you just pass the information on, are you responsible for how others conduct themselves?
No, but I don't want to do it again. I think it's what I'm afraid of.
What don't you want to do again?
Giving information to the wrong people, the wrong beings. They changed. Other beings came and changed them. Changed the way they conducted themselves. They were extraordinary healers of our time. And they changed with another culture or another. We've been warned about this too. We've been warned so many times.
You were just doing your role, weren't you? You were just passing the information on as you felt you needed to. So, what could you have done differently?
We were enticed to give more information. We were enticed to give more than what was supposed to. We were enticed to give. In order to live amongst them, they were to give us special rights and homes and land and be looked after, so we were enticed to do the experiments or the DNA splicing. We were talked into it. I was against it at the beginning, and then I came around. I knew that there might be a possibility of something greater than us and them. But they were too smart.
Okay. So what do you think you could have done differently in that situation? You know, that's led you to feeling this sadness now. How do you think you could have approached it differently?
Get to know the beings prior to giving them everything that they want. It was not our responsibility to do that. But we volunteered.
So would you say that you did the best you could at the time with what you knew? But now you're learning differently?
Yes.
Okay. So what else is happening around you now as the scene continues to unfold?
Okay.
Just let the scene unfold around you now and just describe what's happening.
We've been asked to go back into the water, but I don't think I can. I think I'm too dense.
Who's asked you to go back to the water?
My pod.
Okay.
My family pod. I think I'm staying with them, and I'm going to do something else. I've decided to integrate myself into their community.
On the land?
Yes.
Why have you decided that?
Because I believe I was meant to be a part of a greater solution. If I help to create the problem, maybe I can help to find the solution.
Do you feel good about that decision?
Yes, but it's sacrifice. I can join my family in the water anytime, but not for long amounts of time anymore. I feel too dense and I feel I can't breathe anymore. I have to be out in the air, in the sunshine.
Okay. All right, so now let's leave that scene. Let's move forward to an important day, a day that you consider to be important. And something is happening now move forward to an important day. What's happening? What do you see?
I'm leaving the planet.
You're leaving the planet? So, for what reason?
I'm dying.
Why are you dying?
I can't live long in this body. I've aged. The energies and frequencies here are too dense for me. And I didn't realize that I would age so quickly. Within 100 years.
And what about the sadness that you felt after you gave the information and it was abused? How did you recover from that?
I just forgave myself. I asked the gods to help me forgive myself. I asked the council for them to forgive me, and they said there was nothing to forgive. They have always been amazing. I asked for peace in my mind and no confusion over this. So I've come to accept that this was the plan for a greater purpose. And now the people here have, because of me, have lots of solutions, or not just me, but people like us, solutions to a lot of illnesses that they've been getting as they densify as well.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has become dense. So
do you feel that you've lived a good life?
Yes.
And you've learnt much?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What would you have done differently, if you could do anything differently?
Not to take responsibility where it's not needed. Not to feel the pain of other people and believe it's yours. I was used to get very angry at people who lied to me because I knew. But even as I was densifying, I was losing the ability or the stronger part of me where I could use my telepathy. So I started to distrust myself. I chose to trust myself again.
Was that an easy choice?
No.
So how did you accomplish it?
I connected back to the motherland. I connected back to source for guidance and for information on how to help and heal both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it had been taken to another degree where they'd been creating hybrid other things too.
Yeah.
I felt that it was meant to be.
So wherever you found you had a setback, you reconnected to source and to your guidance.
Yes.
And that was able to help you focus on what you need to do from that point. Is that right?
Yes, which was to provide love and healing technology.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for any other reason. And I have been releasing the bad feelings around that. The feelings that I did not understand.
Mm. Do you feel you're still holding any feelings where you are right now? Is there anything that you're holding on to? Needs to be let go?
Well, funny, because I felt all those feelings, but I felt them lift off my body. Maybe a bit of fear and distrust around beings that don't understand me. A distrust in myself. That's what that is.
What do you think you can do about that?
Focus on my purpose and test everyone out to see who I can trust and who I can't trust in the future.
Mm.
To become a friend before I give myself to someone.
Mm-hmm. Mm. So you'd spend more time with them, get to know them.
Mm-hmm. Before I make a decision, even against what I've been told to do. So I must be trust my own connection with God.
Yeah. So does that mean that you're in any way hasty in passing the information on?
Yes.
Okay. So do you think you could have taken more time before you'd passed any information on?
Yes.
To get to know the people?
But then the council had explained that this was all meant to pass,
Mm-hmm.
so that they could see the folly of their ways. So they could learn. Without making mistakes, they would not learn.
Mm-hmm.
And same as myself, without making mistakes, I would not learn.
Okay. So what else did you learn from your life?
How to love. How to love those that did not deserve it. Unconditional love for those who had misused the power. And see their need for power and greed, or their need for change as a pain that they have inside for their loss of their connection to Creator.
Mm.
They lost their connection, and we did not know why. So we informed them of the way of doing it through how we usually connect to our homeland or to our home planet in a form of meditation or spiritual melding. So we introduced that into their civilization at the beginning, and they became alive.
So that helped them?
At the beginning, yes. That was the beginning of their research into that sort of technology.
Okay. And so you're going to go back to your homeworld now?
Yes.
And is that something that someone assists you with? Or how do you do that?
We just... Our hearts just go back.
Mm-hmm.
When we die, we release this form and we just enter the jewel. We enter the heart of the planet. We go back to whence we once came. And it's filled with so much love and energy.
How do you feel about knowing you're going back to that?
It is good. It is the end of longing. The feeling of longing is gone.
Okay, so just draw your last breath in that life, and then let whatever's going to happen happen, and then you'll be on the other side of that. And just tell me what you see unfolding around you then.
The council have spoken. The council's there.
Are you at a council?
At the table.
Mm-hmm. And what's happening?
With our creators, our intermediate creators. That's who they are.
Mm-hmm. And what are you doing?
Floating in a room with them. We're not really in the room. We're not really out of the room. We're in my mind. We're in the consciousness.
Okay.
They're telling me it's okay. What happened was okay. And then I needed to go back there.
You need to go back where?
To that planet.
Okay. For what purpose?
To help change things back again.
In what way?
My soul had chosen to help them with the gifts that they have erased and align back to high evolution, align back to them. They're just saying it's time to go back to us, time to go back to us. And that they've been tricked too. Because the density was too high for them to sustain. And they couldn't help them with their shield or their beingness, the fourth or fifth dimension, so it's dropped. And so I've agreed to go back there again because I know a lot about their culture. And I'm part of their culture.
And will you have all that memory when you go back to there? Back to that world?
No.
So you have to learn it all again?
I have to be a dense being, yes.
Mm-hmm. Is that a decision that you make easily?
Yes. I'm helping to uncreate that problem.
Okay. So you want to teach them what you can?
More along the lines of, yes, telepathy, clairvoyance, everything that we were or we had lived in before, which they thought was primitive.
Okay. What was your name in that life that you just came from?
Kiakon.
Kiaka?
Kiakon.
Kiakon?
Kiakon. Kiakon.
Kiakon.
Kiakon. Wakasi kinikon kolle. Skipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipskipsk Wow.
Can you translate that? What you just said?
Well, give me a minute to come back into. Oh. It's time to rise and be a messenger of God again and feel complete as a being. You do not need to feel sadness. And then it changed.
Mm.
And then I don't know what the rest, I don't know. The rest was just happiness or something.
So is that the language that you speak on that Homeworld?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I can speak it.
That's pretty cool.
And a bit of sadness and anger there too.
What's that about?
The frequency of how we felt after that had happened. There's a message.
What was the message?
A message from them to my soul, to us, in this time.
What's the message?
To let go. To let go of the past. And to stop blaming ourselves. It was a directive. Did you hear that? Did you feel the energy of that?
Mm.
It was a directive to stop beating yourself up, kind of message.
What are you beating yourself up about?
The fall. The change.
Mm. But there was nothing you could do about that, then, was
No,
there?
because they did many wrong things. And they continued to do things in mind control and the blendings of the technologies that they were given as opposed to upholding them in the highest frequency. They decided to densify everything, to make everything a thought pattern as opposed to a feeling. They did this as a collective.
Mm. So if you were to go back there again, how would you better help them do things differently?
I did go back there.
Mm-hmm.
I taught them how to feel again.
How does that affect you? How's that touching you right now? What's that doing?
So releasing the shame. And the fear. The fear of making a mistake and failing.
Mm. It's just kind of like children, isn't it? When they're born and they're learning to crawl and then walk, and they get up and they stumble down. Could you look at adults the same way, or those people the same way? They're just making mistakes, having
Yeah.
little stumbles. You know.
We were like children, given an assignment with people we did not know or understand.
Mm.
So how could the council have not foreseen this? They knew, somewhere they knew, because they don't exist in any world, really.
But you learned from it, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
So if it hadn't have happened that way, do you think you would have learnt that lesson?
Yeah. We all agreed that this was meant to pass.
Mm.
But inside, we hold that little bit of distrust and feeling of failure, you know?
Mm.
It's hard to absolutely feel nothing for something you've done.
Mm. But what were your intentions at the time, any time you gave information? What was your intention is the question.
Yeah, we were proud of what we did.
Did you have good intentions or bad intentions?
Our intentions were good, and our directive was good.
So every time you conducted yourself in whatever way you did, your intention was good.
Yes, and we reminded ourselves that we were given a directive. Just we had slightly changed our directive due to coercion and manipulation.
Yeah. But you still did the best that you could.
Yeah. Skank.
So how can you beat yourself up if you did the best that you could?
I agree.
But you've learned through that experience now. You have that wisdom as to how you can do things differently, don't you? So you learned that you need to take more time with people, get to know them.
Even when given a directive.
Yeah. To slow down, just take your time. And that's something you can apply to all your lifetimes, any lifetime you ever live. It'll always be in there to remember. You can always draw on that anytime you want.
See, we did not know what that meant, where we came from. We did not understand that was how people lived. To not trust or to mislead or to misdirect people, we did not have that. That was not inside our beingness. We had never encountered that. We don't even know what this density is. It is so foreign that I'd been sick many times during change.
So would you say it's beneficial having lived through that life now, if you can look at it from a different angle?
Yes.
It's beneficial for you and your soul?
Yes.
Okay. So do you think that you need to carry that shame anymore?
No.
Or that sadness?
No.
You let it all go now?
Yes.
Good. Good. So do you feel more at peace with yourself now?
Yes.
Okay. And then you say that you did go back and you helped them feel.
Yes.
What else did you help them do?
Healing and feeling and teaching. I taught the children.
What did you teach the children?
Telepathy, clairvoyance, and to bring out all their gifts, whichever that may be, in healing, art, or science. I taught them to connect science with the feelings, the logic with their emotions, to create a blend of the masculine and feminine energies that had descended on the earth at that time. Because it was really, source energy was feminine. And with the introduction of new people, they had brought in masculine. But in order to create a more glorified civilization of power where we would blend the two together, that had to be anchored into the planet. The masculine and feminine energies were to combine to become powerful and to unite the civilization of our people as one. It was to create and herald a new beginning. Because as foreign things come into the equation, they need to be integrated. And they weren't integrated, so they were overtaken. And that I knew was the most important thing at that time to do.
Mm. Okay. So how would you say that you best help people balance their masculine and feminine? What was the best way that you achieved that?
By releasing control.
Mm-hmm. And doing what?
Allowing ourselves to embrace and let go of the masculine energies. A feminine doesn't need to control as much. There was too much control and dominance at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And to trust God, to trust Source, trust where we came from. Trust that everything that is given to us and was given to us is still given to us. And to question the authorities that wanted to be God.
Mm. Okay.
That took everything away from me.
All right. So is there anything else that you think you're holding on to from your connection to those lives?
No.
Okay. Now you could have brought forth many different lifetimes for her to see today. You chose that one where she was a hybrid being on the planet. Why'd you pick that one to show her?
We just had a healing on it. We just uncovered that one of the first times she'd been material.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the first sin which she collected from the mass consciousness. The sin of being wrong or doing wrong.
Mm. Even though it wasn't her fault though, was it?
No.
Okay. So she learned from that now?
Mm.
Okay. Does she need to carry any shame or sadness or anything from that life forward from this point in time?
No, we're going to release that.
Okay.
We already have.
Okay. So she doesn't need to worry about that anymore.
No.
Okay. What else? What else did you show her that life?
To show her her purpose and her ultimate beingness.
What's her purpose?
To be in service.
Yeah.
She needed to go through that to see what that meant for her. To solidify the feelings around it.
Mm. How does that relate to the present life? You know, that life. What's the connection to what she's doing right now?
She's ready to go back to the void. And she's been given a major plan to fulfill, and it may take away her fear.
What's her fear?
Of doing the wrong thing.
Okay. All right. But she's learnt now that she should be more, take things slower, learn to build trust with people, and to give the information appropriately after she develops that trust. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But ultimately, even if she does make mistakes again, she's just doing the best that she can with what she knows, isn't she? Okay.
And she can't come back to change that.
That's right. So, to live in the present moment and release the past. Right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is there any other messages you have for her at this time?
No. Other than that, she's found the language.
Okay. That was pretty cool. How can she use that language? How can that assist her in what she's doing?
Healing.
In her healings?
she was given a taste of what it was last week.
Okay. How can she access that? Like consciously, how can she
Outside of
access
trance, to deliberately go back into trance.
it? Okay, so she needs to be in a trance state?
Yes.
Okay. And then she can just channel it?
Yes.
Okay.
To stop thinking.
Alright.
The thinking has stopped everything.
Okay.
And believing.
Yeah.
Feeling into that lifetime can help.
Yeah.
I think. That's why it all came out in seconds.
Feeling into the life on the home planet of that life? Or,
Yeah.
you know, rather than where she was the hybrid being?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright. The crystal heart planet. Okay.
Connection to that place.
Yes. Okay.